It is normal to fall down once in a while, but if you feel sad for the most of the time and it affects your daily activities, and you have the feeling of hopelessness, fear, and irritable all the time, and cannot sleep well at night, and having a thoughts of suicidal, then this video is the best for you. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere, because I will be starting right now. Hi, this is Miss Mia Yonson again. This channel is all about health and beauty with healing and meditations, so that you can boost your confidence and spend more time with the people you love. If you are interested of health and beauty with healing and meditations to be the best part of your life, start subscribing here, hit the notification bell so that you will not miss anything for my next video. Well, I promised to my last blog that I'll be talking about depression and how can we define it, how can we know that we have the sickness, why we have that sickness, why we obtain that sickness, what are the results if we just leave that sickness. I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a physician as well, but I'm studying this in my own self because I want to know myself if I have this emotional status, and I wanted to study with you. So first, I want to talk about the moods, the emotions, and behavior. Why talking these three things? Why talking this? It's because depression can be defined through moods, emotions, behaviors, and physical problems the person suffered under depression. Now, I'll be talking about mood. Mood is a feeling, is a result feeling of emotion. And emotion is conscious mental reaction accompanied with psychological and behavioral change in the body. And behavior is something like a repeated habits that we have. Okay, according to the study, according to the experts, person who have this depression, who suffer depression, are irritable, and irritable in every now and then. They are irritable, they cannot control their moods, and they have the feeling of anger. I don't know, it's just say it that that's the mood of the person who are under depression. Number two, we are talking about emotion. So if you have this, if you have suffered the feeling and have the feeling of hopelessness and something like feeling empty, the other called that as hanging. Person suffering under depression has the loss of interests in their lives, no longer finding pleasures in their time, no interest in their life, the thoughts of suicidal, and engaging in the high risk activities like jumping in the tall building, like something like they have a very high confidence even though it can damage their lives. A person who are stressed has a sleep and cannot sleep in the night, but in the daytime they have a very long time to sleep. So it is it is the expert says that these kinds of persons suffered under depression. And if the person suffered fatigue and have this digestive problem, there are a lots of pain, headaches. Yes, headaches. This person, it is it is the expert says that this person suffered under depression, difficulty in concentrating and decision making. It's hard to decide, and delayed responses during conversation. So that is what I uh that is only a brief summary of what I have learned on the symptoms. But this topic is so broad, but I just compressed it. And what are the causes? Mostly the causes are the when there is a big problem and you cannot talk it to someone, you cannot voice out this problem, you will just hide it in yourself. That is the one cause of depression. So another is when there is a family member, you lost family members, and you cannot something like you cannot move on to the situation, and that will bring you depression. What happen if we leave depression untreated? So uh this if depression left untreated, these negative feelings, these negative feelings, negative moods, negative thoughts that we have, it will consume the serotonin in the body. As the expert says that the serotonin is in the brain, but there a person has a two brain found in the head and in the gut, and it according to this study, 95% of the serotonin found in the gut, and its function, the function of serotonin in the gut is holding the sphincter from the stomach to the esophagus. The sphincter is something like a valve in the water, like that. They control the flow, and that is the sphincter do. They are controlling the sphincter, controlled the acid in the stomach to backflow to the mouth, and that sphincter is controlled by the serotonin. When depression is left untreated and consume all the serotonin, the function of the serotonin, which is controlling the sphincter, will not function normally, and it results the sphincter to open, and it will be resulted that the acid in the stomach will backflow to the mouth through vomiting and spitting. And if we leave that untreated, it will irritate the esophagus, and it will give the burning sensation in the esophagus, and that will cause an esophageal cancer. Now, if the, does depression gives you, does depression will does depression will can lead to death? Yes, it is. It can lead to death if it will live untreated. And the best way to treat it, to treat depression, since I don't have enough time to talk it her, because I just made this talks as I just compressed this talks. So in my next blog, maybe on my next blog, so maybe in some of my next blog, I will be talking about how to obtain more serotonin, so that we can maintain our no I will be talking about how we can get serotonin to maintain the health of our uh, to maintain how we can get serotonin to correct depression. So maybe sometimes I will be talking about that, and I hope this video helps you. And like it, hit the like if it helps you, and leave a comment on the comment section on the things that you want me to talk next time of my blog. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so that you will not miss anything for my next video.